scaling to say, look, we're really going to outpace you later on and go for like a gangplank or something like that. Not really Dudu's favorite, but I think the Scion really fits the bill here. In terms of picks that...
And even from behind, sometimes they do it a little bit too much and get themselves into trouble. As Raptor, he actually had 2 smites for that first dragon. He desperately
removed, but there are consequences.
Yeah. Oh, level 6, maybe? No, he's just going for an aggressive trade. I thought he is very close to level 6, actually. Diablo getting low. He has to flash away. Finally gets it, but just dies instead. And the calculation was just simply not there.
Duckdom's barrier is back. It should be a double.
There's no way that Kellen gets anything, and the double comes through.
Best individual year building. Luden's first, by the way. Instead of going for Blackfire Torch, like cowardly Orianas, who don't want to do the big boom boom
like every other Oriana
down there to come over and make something happen, but they're not going to be able to stop him from taking this dragon right now. It will be double dragon.
Duckdom stepping up right behind those very weak minions in front of Illusion with culling is very dangerous. That smite also a bit dangerous, and it is Chemtech Soul them to fight early. And they got a double kill on their Yunara, but especially after that, looking for not too much else. Although the ult will come in here, as now Vikla flashless and in a really rough spot. There's really nothing that Raptor can do. He went in for the play, but the fact that Pyosik was there just makes it another kill for DNS.
Yeah, and this makes sense if you know the enemy jungler somewhere else. Meanwhile, down here, if you know that you're going to out DPS unless the burst is there, and with the polymorph for this Lulu, it's so hard to actually make it happen.
It's really on a knife's edge, this trading here in the mid lane. You could see that Pyosik was right there with Cataclysm as well and Flash, so everybody just trying to take aggressive trades. Now Raptor and Vikla are going to start this Rift Herald.
Yeah, the Rift Herald is going to be their 4th objective of the game if they do secure it after this trade. So you can tell the game plan is trade aggressively, look for objective, and they are looking for it.
All right, Pyosik gonna miss the flag and dragon. We got a TP coming in from both sides, but Duckdom's not there yet, so at least they are able to push the team off, as that combo is not the one we want to see, and now Closer is just dead on the right side of this fight. And that's gonna be a second kill as well on a Pyosik and BNK. They're just kind of letting DNS fall on their face, and they're picking up the wins.
I understand the idea about trying to fight for the end of the game here. Individual Chemtech Dragons will feel okay for DNS because they have the Oriana, but at the end of the day, yeah, that's true. At the end of the day, though, I still think getting plates for your Azir after that last exchange, plus nearly getting the mid tower, and nobody's home down here either. And so I don't really think that DNS feel too good about the solo Chemtech Dragon when they're losing everywhere else. Pyosik maybe can defend his buff. Actually doesn't have smite, so never mind.
So he just kind of left. I thought he realized that the red was still up and he may have, you know, gotten in there, but he just kind of went to his Krugs instead and missed it entirely. And Raptor's like, oh, okay, I guess I'll take it then.
Yeah, it was kind of weird because he came back. Yeah. I thought he was just like, oh, I don't have smite, I guess I can't get this. And then he left and then returned, but a lot of errors here suddenly, and now BNK back in the driver's seat.
Yeah, and Kellen is taking the brunt of this damage. He is going to flash and then die, but here comes Vikla looking for the sweep, catches too. Duckdom, though, kiting it out pretty nicely. Does get queued by Raptor, though, and that is enough CC for Diablo to pick up that kill.
Hard to quantify who really won that exchange, but I think I'm going to go with BNK. They get the mid turret right afterwards. And it's a kill for Duckdom. He picks up his Fiend Hunter bolts from it, but I mean, Clear is also just
back up to Raptor there. As Dudu is going to TP in, we are going to have this fight for the Chemtech Drake. It looks like Pyosik is going to spot Raptor. And at the end of the day, you know, the healing of the Nami comes in, and Pyosik is still at half health, and maybe even less. As Vikla's coming on over, Clear is a monster right now. The polymorph comes in onto him. Look at the damage already. A massive sweep, going to catch two. And down will go the Lulu. As now Duckdom trying to kite this one out. But again, it just feels like he's the only one doing anything here on the side of DNS. As Duckdom, he is not going to provide his own front line. Goes down immediately. Down goes the Scion, and BNK are really crushing him now.
Yeah, that might have been the backbreaker there in the mid lane. Gold lead moving up to 3,500. Even though Duckdom wasn't caught by the aggressive play there from Vikla, just so many of his frontliners were, and he's just not able to carry. You might as well turn your monitor off and pray. A bit facetious I'm being here, but Pyosik will come over and they do stop the Baron. But look at Clear. He's got teleport, and he's taking his whole turret out. So it's just a macro play here from BNK.
You know, he has so many plays in him. Like, it's actually incredible. Oh, the burst damage is just disgusting. Duck Dom is like, well, I guess I don't get to play the game anymore. Has a giant shield, but that's a little late.
Yeah, they got Serpent's Fang, and so he's ready to cut through those anyways. And I think with this Azir, they just can do this without the Lucian, and he is going to come over here and rejoin. There's the teleport from Clear. He's going to zone Pyosik out. He can deny this Blast Cone.
Yeah, they saw Duck Dom back, and there's just realistically no way as the anti-engage cone kind of happening there. Pyosik not able to get in the pit because of Clear. Very nicely played, actually, as Dudu kind of goes in by himself. He's just dead, and Clear is so gigantic right now. Nobody can deal with them. There's 4 people railing on the Renekton, and he's just like, yeah, whatever. I'll take down Pyosik anyway. And BNK, they get the Baron, and they're feeling themselves right now. They're going in. The Shockwave not going to do a whole lot, although Raptor is very far ahead of his team. And Duck Dom has some backing now. Vikla does get the sweep and kills Peter, but immediately dies as his Azir is it's not looking so great, but neither is this game. As Diablo gets a shield, he's going to go down.
Do you ever just get a Baron and toss it away?
Just
my God, Megan!
Yeah. I mean, they could have just, if this were any other team, they would not have done that. I'll tell you that. As Pyosik is going to get away for now, as Dudu's ult is blocked by his own team's Cataclysm. Diablo's just like, yeah, you know, I'm a little bit low, but who cares? As the bubble comes down, Dudu's just dead. Oh, well, maybe he's alive. And Duck Dom actually does a decent amount of damage, but all this burst damage on both sides, it really is on a knife's edge sometimes, as maybe looking at the Chemtech Soul, Diablo's charging into 5 people because it's Diablo.
Yeah, maybe just take the dragon. They are doing that slowly.
Pyosik, no! You have so much to live for. You don't have to do that. There is a Lucian right there. Vikla's like, oh, I meant to dash a little bit more. As, yeah, DNS, they're just kind of, kind of like floating on a floaty in the middle of the ocean, and nobody's here to save them. As, again, another Shockwave not going to hit anything, as Flash comes through from Clear on a Duck Dom, but he does get away. As now,
man, somebody clipped that whole interaction. That was attempt to both run away, and they were like crab walking to get out. But Duck Dom's like, maybe Diablo does something crazy again. Let's wait and see. Ultimately, still is going to be a win here for BNK, who do end up getting the Chemtech Soul. They get that turret, and they're still in a fantastic position in this game. I think it didn't have to be this hard, but they.
But it was a lot more fun to watch, you know?
They turned up the difficulty on this game.
Okay. Duck Dom's trying to do things. But yeah, if this were any other team, this game probably would have been done already because they played really safe and, you know, whatever. But instead, we get some culture here. Diablo, he'll be fine. He's used to it. But yeah, it's taking a little bit longer. We get a lot more action. And it's been fun. As we do have a fight coming in here, Diablo going to charge in because of that. The flash on forward, but now Duck Dom doesn't have his flash, and there's so many people around him. Although Raptor finally gets on top of him and takes him down. Clear also a raid boss, and it's only the Orianna to do damage. This time, though, the Shockwave is going to hit 3. As Closer does quite a lot. Vikla getting low. Dudu going in, providing that front line, and that is a double kill for Closer. It didn't have to be this hard, Wolf.
The polymorph value in this fight was unreal. And I think
for the aggressive ult in.
It's in the shadow instead, the pushing Azir. And this is a good macro play where they can threaten Baron while also hitting this turret. Vikla doesn't have TP, but he has enough time to take this turret out. Then they should be able to retreat here.
I like how Duck Dom is the front line now. He's 4-item Lunara, 4.5, so he can just kind of...
Might cost any chance of a comeback here for DNS. Now Duck Dom is going to have to do even heavier lifting.
It might.
Val, this is saying anything could happen.
Anything could happen, and I think BNK has proven that as well. Another disengaged cone, but this time calculated, as he does go in and has a way out. And Clear is on the flank. They want to get into that backline and take down Duck Dom, but look at all the CC. They take down the Lulu, and Duck Dom will hit the floor as well. And just like that, one flank and one play is all they need. They don't need Baron. They don't need Elder. Enough of that. They just want the action.
Diablo,
they want the kills.
Like, what? Why? He doesn't have ult, I get it, but just, like, win the game.
Chill out, bro. Like, come on.
He's got ult now.
Okay, well, Closer is going to die, and this game is over, but it didn't have to look anything like this, but it did.
All right. Clean start to the series. No accidents, no spilling of water. And a very, very good aggressive game from B&K.